Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today to share some new look pattern picks with you because from today, which is Friday the 4th of February 2022, there is a 50% off new look pattern sale happening on our site. So you'll find the link to our website below where you can, and links to all the patterns I mentioned below as well. Plus all the other new look patterns are on sale as well. So if what I've picked out doesn't float your boat, get onto the website and have a look because they're all half price. The sale ends on Sunday, the 20th of Feb 2022. So don't miss out. Obviously this video will be on YouTube forevermore. So if you've missed that date window, unfortunately the patterns will be back to full price, but I just wanted to pick out some really good picks that I thought might work for you, just because we've got this sale on at the moment. So a few of them are kind of definitely leaning towards spring or summer, but I thought, you know what, personally I'm very much looking forward to spring this year, and I can see the days are getting lighter and longer, and I just think actually sometimes it's nice to have some stuff ready for when that new season hits and you get those first few days where you think, oh, what am I going to wear? It's not freezing cold anymore. So that was my thinking behind some of these. But anyway, let's get started. So the first pattern I've picked out is New Look 6581, which is a classic jersey wrap dress. I've made this pattern before. You can see it on the vlog. Last summer, I think it was, I made a short sleeve version in a ditzy print jersey fabric. I loved it, wore it all the time, and I'm making a jacket at the moment, but as soon as I finish that, I'm going to be making this wrap dress again because I really liked it. It's finished with a facing around the neckline and it didn't gape around the neckline. It felt like a really good fit for me. Obviously we're all different, but I think it is a well drafted knit dress, definitely. You've got the option for pull on trousers and a top as well, but I'm going to be making the dress. I'm going to make a shorter version this time. And the sizes run from an 8 to a 20. An 8 is a 31.5 bust, 24 waist, 33.5 hip. A 20 is a 42 bust, 34 waist and 44 hip. And the fabric I'm making it in this time is this gorgeous new Dashwood print that we've got on the website, which I just absolutely love. It's got this black background and these beautiful bright sort of jewel shaped print all over it, and I just think that's a really nice way to transition between the seasons because it's got those pops of bright colour to brighten up any miserable days. So I'm quite excited to get started on that. The next pattern I wanted to share is another one that I really like. This came out, I think, last year. It's New Look 6700. The sizes run again. Oh no, this one runs from a 4 to a 16. So a 4 is a 29.5 bust, 22 waist and a 31.5 hip. A 16 is a 38 bust, 30 waist and 40 hip. And I just really like this pattern. It's a wrap over blouse. Again, the neckline doesn't look too plunging on this, which is always welcome with a wrap. It's got bust darts and then it's got a button down front, but it's asymmetric because it is this crossover detail. And then it's got a little tie, optional tie at the side. You don't have to have the tie. And it's got like a really cute peplum finish to it, and then sleeve options for long sleeves or short sleeves. So again, another thing that could transition really well between autumn and spring, because obviously blouses you can wear with trousers, you can layer up with cardigans, and just a really nice piece to have in your wardrobe. So the fabric I chose for that one is this gorgeous cotton print. It's a paisley print in really pretty colours, and it's definitely the sort of purpley bluey hues that are the colour of 2022. The colour of 2022 on Pantone is a colour called Periwinkle, which I've actually got the actual colour here for one of the other patterns I'm going to show you, and I definitely think this has got those hues in as well. So very of the moment, very on trend, and I think it would look gorgeous made up into that blouse. So just remember, everything I mentioned, the fabrics and the patterns, they're all available on the website. And if you're watching this video between the dates I mentioned at the start of the video, then you'll be getting the patterns for half price. The next pattern I wanted to share is a real classic, New Look 6346. This runs from an 8 to a 20, so I've run through those sizes already in the first pattern. So it's just a classic A-line skirt. You've got options for it to be a button down or for it to not be a button down. And then there's a waistband on it as well, and I've seen lots of people make this. These button down A-line skirts have been super fashionable in recent years. I think they're a real classic. You can go for the short version or the midi length version, and again I think this is another great thing to have in your wardrobe ready for when those first few warmer days start to appear, especially the midi length version, because again you can pair it with a chunky knit for a bit of extra warmth, but it's just nice to start getting some of these more spring-like designs in your wardrobe. And for this one, I thought I'd show you some of the lovely cotton twills that we've got in. So this is a new range of cotton twills. We've just got a few colours on at the moment. They're by Sevenberry. They're absolutely beautiful quality. We've picked some gorgeous colours like this flame colour, which is you know, it is like a sort of hot orange colour, or I would describe it as, if there's such a thing. But I think that would look fantastic made up into that skirt, and then just paired with a white top and gold, perhaps some gold accessories, gold sandals maybe. I just think that would look lovely. But if colours, bright colours aren't your thing, we have also got like a jade green. There's a really nice blue colour. If you think colours aren't your thing, we're going to have a navy, which I've got to add shortly to the website. And already on the website, we've got this classic beige colour as well. So if you're more into your camels and your beige and your more muted tones, we have got it in those colourways. And this is a massive range. So, you know, if you guys like them, we can really expand that range and add a lot more colours to it. But they're a really nice weight cotton twill that would be great for things like that skirt, boiler suits, jumpsuits, jackets, you know, so many different things, trousers that you could make with those. So just watch the widths on them, because they are about, I think they're about 112 wide, so they're not as wide as some of our dressmaking fabrics, so just bear that in mind. But beautiful quality, as you would expect from Sevenberry. So really pleased to have those on the site for some of those classic pieces that you want to have in your wardrobe. The next pattern I wanted to share is 6692, which runs from a 6 to an 18. So a 6 is a 30.5 bust, 23 waist, 32.5 hip, and an 18 is a 40 bust, 32 waist and 42 hip. So this is very contemporary and very now again. I remember when this came out last year, I loved it. And remember, the reason why I'm sharing these with you is because if you're watching the video between the two dates I mentioned at the start, these are all 50% off, all of these patterns, and you can find them all on our website, and I've popped links to them all below for you. But yeah, this one came out last year, and what I really like about it, it's got that sort of peasant vibe, prairie sort of dress vibe to it. However, it's a little bit more fitted around the body. So sometimes some of these dresses are very loose fitting and very trapeze sort of fit, which, you know, is very fashionable at the moment. But if you're somebody who feels more comfortable with something a little bit more fitted, but you still want to tick those trends, this dress is perfect for that. It's another trend that it ticks as well. It's got this gorgeous square neckline, which is really unusual and fun to sew, and also very contemporary. It's got princess seams down the front of the bodice, and then at the back it looks like it's got a shirring detail, a shirred panel across the back, and then it's tied with a little tie at the top. So really pretty, interesting details to sew. But as I say, nice and fitted round the bodice, and then it's got a gathered skirt with a gathered panel which finishes the skirt, and you can go for a midi length or a shorter version. There's short sleeve version or the sleeveless version. And again, I just think this one's great for layering, you know, in the spring when it's a bit cooler. You could wear it with chunky biker boots, a chunky knit and a leather jacket, but then when it gets warmer, you know, you can get rid of some of those layers and wear it with some sandals or trainers, sneakers as you call them in the US. So the fabrics it recommends for that one, a nice sort of floaty, drapey fabrics, obviously. And I thought that this new viscose, which we've just added to the website in the last week, I think, would be perfect for it. So it's a nice Moroccan crepe viscose. It's a nice weight. It's that a sort of slubby effect to it. It's not one of the slinky, silky viscose fabrics. It's one of the ones that's got that sort of slubby effect to it. And it's a really cute animal print. It's like a sort of pale, beigey, like a camel-y sort of background, and then it's got the animal print on it, and the middle of the animal print have got this cute like baby pink fleck in it. I really like it. I think it's super contemporary, and I think it would make it beautifully into that dress and work really, really well. I think it would go great with a leather jacket, as I mentioned, and trainers. So many different options for layering and taking it through the seasons. And then finally, a very summery one to finish, but you know, there's nothing wrong with being prepared and getting ahead of the game. New Look 6616, which runs from an 8 to a 20. So I've already run through that size range with you. Always love this pattern. It's a lovely jumpsuit pattern, which is cropped and wide legged, so super contemporary. It's got a belt which is attached to it, I think at the back. Yeah, it's actually attached to the back of the jumpsuit, and it's quite wide. It's quite a wide panel around the back, and then it tapers in to become narrower at the front, and then you tie that in a knot at the front, so it really cinches the waist in. It's a nice bit of detail. You've got those lovely wide leg crop trousers, and then it's got a lovely, I love these necklines, so it's straight across, it's got spaghetti straps, and then it cuts away under the arm there, and I always really like that cut. I love wearing that. There's also a dress version. If you're not into jumpsuits, there's a really lovely dress version. The skirt's a gentle A-line, and it looks like it'd probably be about a midi length. And then if you're really thinking ahead to tropical temperatures, there's a play suit as well, if anybody's up for that. But for me, it was the jumpsuit I was interested in. And again, I thought I just had to show you this colour of the new cotton twills. This is Periwinkle, which is the 2022 colour of the year according to Pantone. It's this beautiful purpley bluey hue, and I just think that would work brilliantly for that jumpsuit and look very, very contemporary. So, you know, why not get ahead of the game and get that in your wardrobe ready for summer, especially when the pattern is currently half price. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website. You'll find links to our website and all the patterns and fabrics I mentioned below. Remember, the 50% off sale on all New Look patterns is just running from today, which is Friday the 4th of February 2022 until Sunday the 20th of February 2022. So if you want to benefit from that 50% off, you need to get your orders in now. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.